a couple of additional tips. I forgot to tell you how to save this. We'll go ahead and do that at the end. But when I made that additional layer, I merged that so that we could just work on our image here. Um, I have been, instead of clicking auto, which, you know, pretty garish, um, we could accept that and still do the same thing. But let me show you what I've kind of been doing. I've come over here, instead of parametric, clicked on point, and then depending upon the histogram, I'm dragging this side in a little closer, not all the way till it touches, and this side in a little closer. You can see that vertical line gives us a tip. And then this is all blown out. If that's happening to you, it really depends on the colors, but these purples just seem to go crazy. Come into the HSL grayscale to the saturation tab, and we can drag these down, drag in order to minimize those bright colors somewhat. And this is kind of a dance. You go back and forth, and depending upon the colors, I'm not going to tone down the greens or yellows. There's no red in here. A little bit of orange. I'm not going to play with those too much. But then come back to this second channel, the tonal curve, and you can play with this just a little more and get it to where you like it. And there can be, we can go through and make other adjustments, but I'm finding that this is a good place to start, and then to do the rest of your work on this image. And again, if you don't like something like that line, well, throw this away, go back into this Vector Smart Object, hit Command T, zoom out and resize. Make your geometry work for you. And then finally, Command S to save this thing. And this is going to pull up an untitled one. Now, our Illustrator file, if you hit, now I know most of the time I'm over here in this column, but if you come over here and then hit Date Modified, you can find your AI file that you saved in that first step. Click on it, and it changes to AI. Don't type on that. Just click right here and click back on Photoshop, and it's saved as a PSD. You got it? That saves your work correctly in the right directory, and it's named correctly without you having to type anything. Do you get that? Have some fun with this. And again, think, who would buy this? Is it good enough to buy? Go boo. Making a lap around the desk and pausing, of course, right in between me and the microphone.